know, maybe they don't.
Maybe they don't.
Maybe they don't.
Who knows?
All right. So yeah, I guess we're ready for... All right, so thanks for watching ESA Summer 2018. This is Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Thank you. Hey, hallo, guten Tag. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So this was the first part, which was super hacking. The code is 0451. Also, we play the game in French because the French version is 13 seconds faster compared to the English one. So enjoy French voices. I have no idea what they're saying, but that's okay.
You have subtitles, dude.
Yeah, I know I have subtitles, but I don't know which word means what. Anyways, so what you might have realized, we have a pre-made save where we load from because there's a 6-minute cutscene at the start and nobody wants to see that. Also, make sure that fire extinguishers are everywhere in your apartment because this is an important trick. And also, in case of fire, this is how you use it. Bam, ta-da! Also, don't mind T-Post Barrett, he's just standing there, it's totally fine. Also, next coming up is my favorite glitch, or favorite trick. So, you see this part here. But why take the stairs if you can just do a cactus jump? That's amazing. Just jump on a cactus and jump up. So, what happened basically, or how the clips work with the fire extinguisher is that the walls are paper thin, and if you throw an object against yourself, the collider gets confused, or more like the fire extinguisher or the box later on will push your collider through the wall because your collider gets stuck and the game tries to get it unstuck by pushing it to multiple sides. And the closest one is the one at the back. So thanks to that we can clip through. The reason we see T-Post Barrett is because we skip a trigger which we normally would activate by running through, and due to that we don't need to go for it. Also, I tried here another fire extinguisher glitch which did not work. It's very precise and very rarely you get it, but if you get it you save another 10 seconds, which is really nice. Alright, so this was a prologue, we're done with that, now we get to Seraph headquarters. So basically this is in the prologue we are still kinda human and we're just the normal bodyguard. But now we are optimized bodyguard by getting new technique or like new technology on our body. Augmentations, exactly. Also, the Miro Kitchen, whatever that means. There's a lot of French I don't know, but those sentences burnt into my mind, so...
Yeah, also, you're basically a Frenchman now.
Yeah. Eh bah, c'est pas tout, whatever that means. My French is very good.
Yeah, das ist gut.
Yeah, das ist gut. Alright, what you might have realized during the passages where I'm constantly jumping and running, and I don't do it just for fun, but, well, for fun as well, but to optimize my running speed, because we have a stamina, so we can't just run endlessly, but we need to jump, or like we have to stop. But if we jump and are in mid-air when our stamina is getting replenished, we can run immediately, and also during the jump we don't lose our stamina, so it's a win-win situation. We get endless stamina and we get endless speed.
Yeah, too bad it isn't in like original Deus Ex.
Yeah.
You don't have super speed.
Yeah, you don't have super speed. Also, you don't need stamina as an augmented guy in Deus Ex 1. So yeah, here's a good example where we do it. Like, if you look in the top left, you see the stamina bar is like going away and then fills up when I'm in mid-air.
Jump for fun.
Yeah. Okay, this is Malik. Okay, perfect talk. And now we get to Seraph Manufactory. So what basically happens story-wise is we're getting back into certain Sanders. We get back into our job after 6 months after the accident happened. We became augmented, and now this is our first mission, and we're completely going to nail the first mission. I guarantee that. All right. So like at the start, oh hey, I have a box. So what could I do with that? So I just line up, boom, and we go out of bounds. So normally we could go around that area and that would be 7 seconds slower, but this trick has a nice side effect that basically all the AI enemies which would be in this area are not spawning because we don't hit the trigger. Also, thanks to that, we get the stealth bonus because, well, literally nobody saw us. So we're still going very stealthy. Like, no, they didn't see us. That's fine. And like a little bit of AI manipulation. So the guards here go to the left while we go to the right. Like, wow, what a trickster.
And obviously you play on easy because you just run past everybody.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Quoi? Vous n'avez pas colmaté là?
Colmaté là! Also, we go through this door here. The reason for this is, oh wow, I got seen, but that's not too big of a deal. The reason for that is the door would normally open after like 7 seconds of animation, but if you get a clip there, it's just 3 seconds faster, so why not take it? Also, the code for those doors in the first area are 1337, which is pretty good. Pretty good, what? Pretty good.
1 out of 2. Disappointed.
Yeah, and I didn't get the door clip, so I have to do it normally. Also, they don't see us here, or, well, they see us, so, well, that's fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Totally fine.
No problem,
Yeah.
easy.
All calculated.
All calculated, yeah. Alright. So then we pick up a praxis kit here, and for safety I'm going to literally
Wow.
going slow-mo. Bam, 3 HP, yeah, it's fine. See, all calculated. Alright, so in this cutscene we don't need to see because we don't care, but basically the hacker is shooting his own brain
Il
out,
se passe quelque chose de louche.
but that's
J'ai sur le
fine,
bras un
and
touriste
we just
mort,
continue with the run.
avec de superbes implants
If there are
cérébraux.
any donations, you can read them out right now.
We have a $20 anonymous donation saying thank you for an awesome event. We also have a $10 donation from Kopegi saying amazing as always, love the runs. We have a $20 and a $5 anonymous donation without comment. Thank you very much. And we have a $100 anonymous donation saying Heinki is literally the best person.
Wow. Thank you very much. Alright, here... Oh, wow. I got a lot of damage, but that's fine. So, here we are taking, by the way, the revolver, since it's taking not too much space in our inventory, and it's a very powerful weapon. Also, here's a glitch coming up, which I will explain in a moment. So, what I do is we enter a cutscene. During that cutscene, yes, we got it. Yay! Party! Bye-bye. What we do is we save... Yes, and even info-link skip. Alright, I will explain everything one by one. That's really cool. Also, iPads on the knees are the future thing, so...
Et pour les otages, voulez-vous
Better
que je-
get ready with that. So, what actually happened, Heinki? So, what happens is we are in a cutscene. We quick save during that cutscene, and normally then literally choice happens where we have to either convince the guy to let the hostage going, or we have to kill him and say like, no, you're not getting away with that. But if we save during that cutscene and immediately load, we are getting into that zone where the choice is not getting played. So we literally break the script and it will never continue. Thanks to that, we can stay in that cutscene and nothing happens. So we can just shoot him, get it 100% headshot and kill him. And also thanks to that, we can just immediately continue with a mission, which has the side effect that for some reason it skips the info link, which you did not see because we got the trick. But one of the lines will be completely gone, and thanks to that we save around 5 seconds, which is nice. It's just an extra save. So here we go. Now we're back in the Seraph headquarters. We have to go and
talk to the boss.
Talk to the boss. This is how you talk with your boss. Amazing. All right, and now we leave. Bye-bye. And now we have to go back once down here. So, slow elevator rides, because, well, I can't skip them. So, there are skips for elevators, actually. But the problem is, in the headquarters, we can't use any weapons or items. So, we're literally stuck by just walking and moving. Fun fact, though, is you can still die in your headquarters, but just fall damage. So, if you go on the higher level and just drop down, you die. So, well, sure, why not?
I'm pretty sure the elevators in this hotel are faster than this.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed.
Madame Reed,
Well, we don't use the elevators in the hotel. Oh, you mean this hotel? Yeah, no.
j'y vais.
J'y vais. I did not get it. I thought in the game. I mean, there's only an apartment, but it could have been a hotel as well. You never know. Alright,
Also, open world gameplay.
Open world gameplay, yeah. So this is the part where you can do side quests, where you can buy weapons and so on. But our mission right now is to go to the limb clinic and get free upgrades because our boss is very kind and just gives us $5,000. So yay, let's spend money, 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 money. So also, thank you. Quick buying. Now we go into the what menu? What? There you go. So now we go fast, whee! Well, which is not really faster, but we get the lag augmentation because it actually is a tiny bit faster and it also allows us to jump high. So from now on we don't do mini jumps but higher jumps. Fun fact though, even though we got the jump augmentation thanks to this, we still get the same fall damage, so you can still die even though you jump from the same height.
Augmentation not advanced enough.
Yeah. Also, look at this guy. Alright. Just quick dance moves with him. Dance battle to the death or something. Elisa is sexy! Alright. So now we have to go to the police station. So...
Come on, dude.
What?
Nice
I missed
aim.
every shot. Yay! Alright, so we go into the police station. Don't worry about it. We just shot the guy, but everyone is fine here. I don't mind. See, like there's like, hey, you don't... And once again, we do another clip. So we throw a trash can at ourselves. Yeah, I know I'm not allowed to trespass there. Throw it against ourselves, crouch through. Oh yeah, I need to reload. Also, nice finger gun. Pew!
Yeah, there's the hacker.
The hacker, yeah, so this is the hacker we saw before. Also, there's Sanders who killed. So basically, our boss is saying, hey, that hacker, I want his brain. And we're like, but it's in the police station. And he's saying, I didn't hear where he is, but I don't care, just get the brain. And we're like, okay. So we get the brain for him, or more like the chip inside his brain. And now we get out of the police station, just normally. We're completely fine. They don't mind that we take the brain, so it's okay. Don't worry. Also, why did we shoot that guy here in front? The reason is very straightforward. He has a shotgun, and he can insta-kill us once we leave the building. Also, I have better heal. Alexander.
Qu'est-ce qu'il voulait?
Side quest lore.
Yeah. And now we go to our own apartment. So basically, Pritchard is saying, like, no, I don't want your... I want also 420. We don't want the hacker brain in our office, but I want to use your... I want that you use your own private computer, and I don't care about what happens there.
Bonjour, Pritchard.
Bonjour, Pritchard.
J'arrive à mon appartement.
Also, shoutouts to all the restreams, and bonjour to the French restream.
Vous avez accès à mon ordinateur personnel?
Qui a configuré vos systèmes de sécurité, d'après vous?
Alright. So here is a very tiny skip happening. So, nice, we got it. Well, it's not that hard, but still.
Laissez-moi deviner.
So, what happens, or how it works is, while we're in the transition, we get into a cutscene, and we skip that cutscene, and while we skip the cutscene, we click the disconnect button, so that we're immediately out of the computer and can run. It just saves 3 seconds, but it's still nice.
D'accord. J'y vais
Also,
tout de
now
suite.
we need to go to the gang territory, because, well, we're gang members, and we want to visit them. I really don't know. No.
Say it's a jammer, maybe?
Exactly, yeah. Story-wise, there is a jammer, and Seraph said, yeah, you can't go to the next mission until you take it off. So we go there now. Also, those gang members are very good guards, so this is the area where I'm not allowed to be. And we're going to do it very stealthy, so... Oh, wow.
Le signal
They
qui
never
utilise
see me
votre
coming.
système de réseau ultra
Like, look,
sécurisé.
no problem. So if you look in the tiny map on the bottom left, you see that I do something
Si
where
ça
they
peut vous
don't
faire
see me,
plaisir.
and this is the AI manipulation we do. How it works, or how this game is programmed, is basically whenever you are very close to an AI and it hears you, they go into like a state where they check your last position for 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, you can literally stand next to them and they won't hear or see you. And this is what we're abusing so we can go over. Also, I hope you like physics stuff. Sadly, it's not like in Half-Life, but it's still okay-ish. So I do something called the barrel boost. Whee! Nice, first try. All right. Woo! Also, hardcore hacking by knowing all the codes. So how this works is, if we throw the grenade underneath the barrel, and the barrel like the physics gets applied from the grenade to the barrel. If we jump in the correct moment, the physics which was applied to the barrel gets applied to Jensen. And if we jump in that correct moment, it just literally pushes ourselves up, which is the reason why we can, or why the camera is stuck inside the body of Jensen for that short moment, because that's not supposed to happen. But, well, we make it happen. And now we go to the next area.
Picking up some mines for later.
Yeah, exactly. Also, we pick up some mines while this cutscene is happening, because we have to wait for Malik anyways. And yeah, you will see later why we need them. Also, time for donations if you have some.
We do indeed. We have a $20 anonymous donation with simply the comment, heart.
Vous avez l'adresse de cette usine.
Nice. And a $11.63 donation from Raised by Birds saying, I never asked for this. I
What a
wanted
shame.
orange.
Malik, cache-toi vite, maintenant.
Cache-toi vite.
Never trust Agent
Les
Orange.
mercenaires qui ont tué Megan et son équipe.
Yeah.
J'y vais.
J'y vais. Alright. Also, this roof is not solid. Bam. Ta-da. Just throwing my box over. And so, you know, what a good thing is if you build a level and the end of a level is at the start of the level. So what we're going to abuse is we take this box over with us and we're going to clip ourselves inside the end of a level, throw it over and go to the final boss by going literally backwards. So normally you can't go through here until you defeated the boss, but with a bit of backtracking and some funny clips, we can actually do that. Also, I should quick save here before I have to redo everything. Alright, so, whoop. This is too early, but I'll take that. Oops, this is not mankind divided. Skill system is on the other side. So, what we do here is another trick called the Icarus landing system. Or like the Icarus landing, basically. So normally we would die from fall damage. But if we skill the skill at the last point where we arrive at the ground, we don't get any damage. Also, hi Barrett, bye-bye! See you next time. So this was a boss fight, by the way.
Boss fights in this game are pretty hard.
Yeah, that was very exhausting.
Ils t'ont vu?
So,
Ça va.
ça va.
Passe-moi
So
ça, Riz.
how it works is, the boss is not spawning, but we're already in the boss area, since we're not supposed to be there, and we literally don't hit any of the triggers on the way to load the area. So what we do is we put free explosive there. Either we can use free frag grenades or free mines in this case. Place them there, start with the boss fight, he spawns in the middle, he explodes and dies immediately. So, very hard. Also, this gang member has something I want.
Ramène-nous au quartier général.
So, thank you, sir. And bye-bye. Alright, so this was Thema Factory. Very short and very quickly thanks to the level design. But actually in my casual playthrough I really like that area, since you go with a long-ass elevator down like underground, and you have so many possibilities to play through that level. It's amazing.
Mais je dois d'abord faire mon
But
rapport à ça.
sadly we skip, well, not sadly, but like we're going fast, so we skip everything of it. And once again we have to talk with our boss, so we take the elevator ride. Yay! So, time for donations.
We have a $20 donation from Dank to Mario with a comment. A haiku. Deus Ex Fast Go. Heinki is best husbando. I write bad haikus. Donation
Thanks.
goes to Runner's Choice.
I'm a bit confused, but hi. I have no idea what's happening, so just put it for me for any incentive. Alright, this was a very hard talk with our boss, and now we're leaving. But Pritchard wants to talk with us too, but so how this works is if we would talk first with Pritchard and then with our boss, we would go into a dialogue choice. We don't want that to happen, so we talk with our boss first, and then Pritchard is saying like, hey, you didn't go to me and talk first, and then Jensen is saying like, well, I don't care to talk with you, and now we go to talk with him. Awesome. Good talk. And we go now to my favorite part, which is Hong Kong. Oh no, it's Hangsha, sorry. But it's basically the Hong Kong of Human Revolution.
It's not as good though.
No, it's okay.
Salut.
Salut. Get me over. Go, fast. So, Hangsha is a bit special. Normally, you have to do a lot of missions before you can go to the next area. But you will see soon why. Also, listen closely. Yeah, that guy. That guy is always amazing me with his moaning.
Yeah, this is like the second hub area after Detroit.
Yeah. Also, hey, I have another box. What could I do with that?
You can train.
Yeah, I'm pushing it to the limit by throwing this box. Alright, so as said before, normally there's like a sequence of quests we have to do here, but I have a box and I literally just go to the subway, which works. So this door would normally only open once I do the mission, but because I can clip through, I just end the mission. Like I don't even take the mission, just go to the next part. So bye bye and welcome to Taeyong Medical, one of the shortest level in Human Revolution.
Nouvelle de Pritchard?
Je suis là, Jensen. J'étudie le plan de l'immeuble de Taeyong Medical.
Taeyong
Parfait.
Medical.
Il faut que je puisse avoir accès à un terminal de sécurité dans la tour de la ville haute.
Vous réalisez qu'il y a un gros obstacle entre vous et la ville haute,
So
rassurez-moi.
also, this is a bit cruel. This guy wants that we save him, and we say, yeah, we're going to save you, but actually we don't, but because the conversation to accept is just faster. Also, oops, I did not rescue the Taeyong medical employee, and the reason I shoot here is if I enter that area, there's like a conversation where the guard is saying like, hey, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. And we either can convince him, which is much slower, or we can just literally shoot before and then shoot him, so the conversation is skipped immediately. Wow. Not nice of that guy. But that's fine. Alright. Then we go here, and here. And next coming up is another cool trick,
Richard, je suis dans un
where
ascenseur
if
qui
you
mène
think
au Corbeau.
the
Est-ce
grenade
que je vais
boost
tomber
with
sur
a
d'autres
barrel
systèmes de sécurité?
if the barrel boost was cool, we're going to do a fire extinguisher boost. It's going to work a bit very similar, but the setup is a bit different. So you will see soon. But first we have to do some parkouring. So here, like, you have, depending on your playstyle, different ways how you can get up. Either you literally stack objects, or you can go through electric water, etc. But we're just going to jump up because that's faster. Open this big ass elevator, take this fire extinguisher because we're going to use that soonish. Pick it up and prepare ourselves with a typhoon. So the typhoon is a new glitch which allows us to go out of bounds. How it works is if you use the typhoon, you get pushed backwards and upwards. And if you just go back in a corner or against the wall, you immediately go out of bounds. It's super simple. You just literally go back, press F2 and bam, you're out of bounds. And that's what we're going to use here.
Bien reçu.
Also, we're going to get the fire extinguisher out of bounds. And how that works, I will explain in a moment. But first, we need to set up. So, we jump on the button, we close the big-ass elevator, put it here. What? Jensen, please, stay up there. Okay, there you go. Ta-da! Magic! And now we get ourselves out of bounds. So, the reason we can put the fire extinguisher out of bounds is because if we pick up an item, it has no collision for a couple of frames. And we abuse that, so we can put it out of bounds and then put ourselves out of bounds, pick it up and get it up here. And now we set up for a boost. So let's see. Place your bets. How many tries?
Easy every time.
Oops, I died.
Never mind.
Painkillers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I forgot the painkillers. But funnily, I got the trick first try. So yeah, that did not count. So normally, because wow, I failed. Never mind. So normally, if you don't take the painkillers, you take too much damage. So you need to eat them before. Also, don't worry about the graphical glitches. That's totally normal. And bam, there you go. Also, first try! Yay!
Landed on the right side of the door.
And I landed on the right side of the door. If I landed on the wrong side, I would need to use a keypad and hack myself in, which would be 7 seconds slower. And now we have a long ass elevator ride where I can't do anything. Also, that is Megan's model running there. But yeah, never mind that. So if there's time for donation, sure, Heinki. If there are donations, you can read them out now.
I'd like to take this moment to say, sorry, that was just so funny. Be like Adam Jensen and augment your speedrunning with a WD Black gaming SSD. Yeah, the lovely Brad from WD has been hanging out with us, skating our community and improved the metagame of the Quick and Crash. He caught the speed bug.
Oh, a picture here, picture there. But there's not like this screen like in this hotel where the thing is saying like, hey, you are awesome. Needs to modify that. Anyways, so now we go up here, and what could go wrong? I don't think anything can go wrong. And oh my god, it's a trap! So, oh, oops, I shot accidentally. But that's fine, actually. That is on purpose AI manipulation. I want them to trigger, otherwise they are too slow. And also, we get the ghost bonus, so they literally never saw us. So, thanks, game. So we pull them over so that they're all getting blinded by the flashbang, and thanks to that we don't get killed. Otherwise the chances that we die is very high. And this area is going to be very, very straightforward, but I think like a lot of people who played this casually, like including myself, struggled a bit because they didn't know about this. But you can destroy bots with one EMP grenade and they literally just die immediately. It is super straightforward, but I struggled when I was playing through this on a stealth mode. So now we open like the hangar thingy, whatever it's called, on the roof, and we pick up another EMP grenade which we need for later. All right. What a shame.
On ne va pas à Détroit.
Quoi?
Direction Montréal. Je t'expliquerai en chemin.
T'as intérêt? Well, whatever it means. Okay, now we get to Pike's communication. It's my favorite part of the run and my favorite area. So sadly we're going to skip everything by going out of bounds immediately at the landing pad. So how it works is the collider is a bit standing outside, which allows us to literally jump on it by doing a precise jump. And now we're skipping half the level by just going out of bounds and landing at the elevator, which takes us to the final boss.
J'y vais tout de suite.
And here we come with our favorite clip. Everyone loves it. It's called the Funicular Clip. So how this works, or what is supposed to happen, is we have to wait 2 minutes for the elevator to arrive. Fun fact, the elevator is already there. So literally it's just a conversation where we have to wait 2 minutes so that the door opens. But we figured out that we can actually clip into the elevator. But this is a bit special. So normally going through walls is very simple and straightforward, but you can't really clip through in one go through elevators or doors. Also, wow, I'm so good, I literally fail it every time.
Yeah, the elevator doors are
too thick.
Yeah.
Please, guys, let me go out of bounds.
Can't spell funicular without fun.
This is like watching Heinki when this clip was first discovered.
Yeah. Okay, so back then, when this trick was discovered, nobody was daring to do it because it was just, oh no, I got it, and oh, I'm in a moron. Why did I do that? I got through. Oh, there you go. What? Game, please, I was in there. So when that clip was discovered, it was just very unprecise and ridiculous. So back then we did not understand completely how it works. Hey, there you go. We got through. So now it's there you go. Now we're through. Yay! Oh, that was so bad. All right. So when we first discovered it, it was very hard to get it through because if it is easy to get through the first door. Don't look what I did. That was horrible. So don't mind that. It's easy actually. But it's not possible to get through the second door because we would need to do the clip immediately again because the walls or the doors are thicker than the normal walls. Thanks to Pen again though, we found a setup which gets us through the first door, and then literally through wiggling with the camera we get suddenly through the second door and can skip the entire elevator. So if I get it first try, the fun thing would be once we start to be at the boss fight, Bridget will say, hey, your elevator's there, you can go in, but we're already at the boss, so too fast for a Pritchard. Also, French? Yeah, and he's saying the funicular is halfway there. Like, yeah, we're already in there, so thanks for that. And this ride takes 2 minutes, so there's literally nothing happening. So, donation time.
We have a $10 anonymous donation, which says, Heinki, remember, a headshot is a lethal takedown. So is ripping your skin.
I will remember.
And we'll take this time also to say thank you to our partner ViewSonic for all the awesome monitors that they've provided for us for the event. Supporting the event with all the monitors for the streaming area and a large amount of the practice monitors, obviously with minimal latency for speed and accuracy.
Alright, so now we're downstairs. We will go and take another box because this is faster than going around, and just clip ourselves through, bam, and go immediately to the boss room. So the the code for this is 8021, and now we start with our Rihanna fight. I mean, I forgot what she's called. So yeah, so this boss fight is very, very hard once again. Whew. There's Rihanna. Rihanna's dead. Rip. And now we're going to trigger the helipad, but because the helipad animation takes too long, we're going to get some supplies. First of all, we're getting Typhoon ammo, because Typhoon ammo is important. Then we take a chocolate jar, or like a bunch of chocolate. Also, where's the revolver ammo? Where? I forgot where it is. Is that? No. Ah, it was here then. Revolver? Yeah, there you go. Revolver. Because I used all of my ammo. So now we get some supplies back once again, and we are going to the next area, which is our own apartment. So this is where at this point levels will be repeating. So we're going back to Detroit, but Detroit, c'est pas tout, sure. So, but the difference is that Detroit's level design changed a tiny bit, and new side quests happened. Also, we are going to take, because elevators are slow in this game, as you have seen before, we are taking the Fire Extinguisher Express, which is so much faster and so much cooler. So first of all, we get ourselves out of bounds, then we take the Fire Extinguisher out of bounds, stand on it, and Fire Extinguisher Express, ladies and gentlemen. It's just so much faster.
Optimal gaming.
Optimal gaming. Oh, so good. So in case you're wondering, like, hey, how do I use this Fire Extinguisher Express? So how it works is, because you're standing on an object which is dropping, you have no fall damage because there's like no distance to the ground happening. Because of that, the game is saying like, yeah, there's no fall damage, so you can literally just drop off. Also, we're shooting that barrel because, well, it saves 0.3 seconds. Also, playing basketball. Wow, yeah, dunked it. Also, hey, another box. The box is more important than the basketball, but it's fine. So this is where the game would say like, okay, you can do another side quest and would block off some areas. So we can't go immediately to the headquarters, but we have to go to like a meeting and talk with Taggart. But boring, I don't want to do that, so we're going fast, and we're using once again a box for that. So also I triggered all the policemen, but that's fine. First of all, there's a barrier, so I can't go to the headquarters. There's like a riot going on with the augmented people versus police, etc. And what? Game, please. Bong. And now we're going out of bounds. Also, this characters disappear. Like, ta-da! He can do instant transmissions, which is really good. So we're not supposed to be in this area at all, but for some reason, the trigger to get into the headquarters is still active. So what happens is we skip the entirety of Detroit 2 and go into the headquarters because the script is getting loaded and things like, okay, we did all the talk, so yeah, here you go, just go into the headquarters, that's fine. Which is the reason we get spawned at the helipad and not in front of the door. And once again, we have to talk with our boss and have to take a slow elevator ride up. Also, this is going to be a bit different. We go into the game options, and because this game is too easy, I'm going to take it on Give Me a Challenge. Ooh, I like a challenge. So, since we have another elevator and nothing is happening, donation time.
We have a $21.66 donation from Spyfox LS, saying, finally got paid from work so I can donate something here. I never saw Deus Ex before, but now I do, and it's awesome with the interesting guy that's playing it. That's you, Heinki. The remaining $5 goes to Runner's Choice.
I have no idea what donation incentives are happening. Is there one for Prey?
It's already met.
Can I still vote for that? I don't know. Donation reader, choose for me.
There is still the donation incentive for the language for Minecraft Java Edition. At the moment, we have Pirate Speak at $57.50, which is followed very closely by German at $35.
Take the pirate one. I don't want German.
Not a true German.
Not a true German. All right. So now this is the part we are in Hengsha 1 and we're getting ambushed. So yeah, we can either decide and rescue Malik, or we literally skip it by leaving Malik to die. Okay, this is a bit cruel in the speedrun. The reason we changed the difficulty to Give Me a Challenge is to make Malik die quicker, so we save time. Wow, you're clapping for her die? Wow.
She suffers less because she dies faster.
Yeah, alright, it's actually crueler if we don't do that skip, because we will see how she gets executed in front of us. So, yeah, she's literally dying. Malik! No!
Malik, ça va?
Oh well.
But yeah, first we actually get the conversation there where we're saying that basically she got away, and then we get the conversation that she died.
Exactly. Because what we do is there's normally supposed to be a cutscene playing. However, if we jump at the right moment on the button, that trigger will never happen. And thanks to that, we get the dialogue earlier with Pritchard saying that we escaped and that she survived. And then the next dialogue is like, oh, I'm dead. Rip. Also, what you just saw, what you might not realize is we got the stealth augmentation. The stealth augmentation is one of the most broken augmentation in the game because it skips having conversations with people and you can go through lasers. So this guy wants to talk with me, but wow, I'm so antisocial, I just turn invisible so I don't need to talk with him. It's pretty good. Also later on, we will use it to go through lasers, which is very helpful. But for now, we are in Hengsha 2 again, and now we need to go to the sewers because there's the mafia. Because, well, I don't know why they're in the sewers, but they're in the sewers.
Monsieur Jensen, ici Hugh Darrow.
Yeah, that's because you always gotta have a sewer level in a video game.
Could be. Also, that info link we just saw, we completely skip it because we're too fast, and the game just freaks out. So here you will see more stealth action. Because those guys are literally seeing us. Oops. It's fine, we're still invisible, so it's okay. We're supposed to stealth through, but it's okay, it's okay. Nothing happened. Ignore what I just said. We're going to do it now stealthy. Also, first of all, we're going to eat that candy jar, because the candy in the future will replenish our batteries, so we can stay stealth, or invisible in this case. And now this is the best part. Once we go through that door, everyone is our friend. So before they want to kill us, and now they're like, oh yeah, we're fine. Also, I'm stealing the big boss laser gun because I like it. And glitches are happening. So a little spoiler for those who played it, or did not play it but didn't know about it. Like either you cover your ears or, wait, you're watching a speedrun, so why should I give you a spoiler warning? So normally those glitches, if you decide to go into the limb clinic, it's a virus, it's a trap once again. So if you don't decide to get it, in the next boss fight, you won't have those glitches, and Jensen will be like smug and say like, well, not everyone is an idiot and falls for it. But if you do it, and you get those glitches, you will have a fight until those glitches wear off, or until you beat the boss. So now we're at the harbor, and we go to the next area. But first, there's another skip. No. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. Sortez! Alright. So electricity is very bad for Jensen because
Comment vous avez eu cette fréquence?
Secret de tradition chinoise.
Chinois.
Écoutez, vous allez déposer
So
ce
here
paquet dans
we
le
do
bureau
another
du
bit of
directeur
hacking.
Wang. Posez-le sur son
Also we
bureau
had
et
to turn
activez-le.
invisible because of that little bot.
Et si je fais ça
And
pour
once
vous?
again, eat
En
that
quoi est-ce que ça
jar
va
of
m'aider?
candy
L'explosion
so we can turn
distraira les
invisible.
gardes. Vous n'aurez plus qu'à
And once
se
again,
concentrer.
turrets and anyone else won't bother us, so we
Vous
can
aurez
what?
activé le paquet,
So
vous
we can
n'aurez
go
plus le choix.
fast.
C'est compris?
C'est compris. Je l'active quand je serai prêt à partir.
Okay, now we plant a bomb.
A bomb!
A bomb! What? Jesse? I mean, Jensen, a bomb. And now we are in Singapore. So if you have a director's cut version, at this point you would be in the part which is called the missing link, the DLC part. So, oh, yeah. Also, I should mention, this is the original Deus Ex Human Revolution version and not the director's cut version. But you can't purchase the original version anymore unless you are lucky and find it in a store, which I got. But otherwise you can only find the digital version of director's cut. So the director's cut version has the missing link included, but in this one we don't have it. Even though the missing link is actually a fun part of a run, but in the director's cut version, when you ask me like, hey, what is the difference then? There's like extra missions and a 6-minute extra walking part, which is just boring. Also, this is the third boss fight. It's called clipping. Alright? So, we're going to the third boss area. And what do you guess I will do? I will put not some mines there, but I will go through this invisible area. So first of all, we walk to the first mountain. Just straight forward. Okay, we hit it. Now we go to the left. Walk to the next mountain. Just a bit of running. And we go through a door, and that was our final boss. Good job. So in case your angry viewers like, this was not a boss fight, what are you doing? First of all, yes, we skip the entire boss, but how it works is we go out of bounds, hit the trigger to load the lower level, but as you can see, nothing loads. Everything is still deloaded, but the collision is there. And the door, which triggers the next area, in this case, the hangar, oh my god, Malik is there, is getting triggered, and we can navigate through there blindly, activate the door, and skip the entire boss fight. However, if you decide to do the boss fight has a very cool glitch where normally if you try to punch a boss, the game will say like, no, you can't punch a boss, and will literally kill you immediately. However, if a boss is going over an obstacle, he's triggered for some reason as a normal AI and not as a boss AI, and you can just punch him in the face and kill him immediately, which is super amazing. And now we go to the final area, which is Panchea.
Look at his hands.
Affirmatif.
Oh, look at the stat moves, yeah! Alright. So, final level with the craziest glitches or the craziest skips. So before that, there is a conversation which takes roughly 9 minutes and there was no way to skip it. So literally you had to listen to a dialogue and you can't do anything. But thanks to Nature Blink, we found a skip which combines two glitches together, and we didn't call it Nature Skip, but we called it Omega Clip. Omega, you wanna explain why we call it Omega Clip, Omega Clip, or Omega Skip?
Well, basically like 4 years ago, like back in the ancient times, we were doing a human revolution race with like Heinki, myself, I think it's like S, Josh, and I was ahead of Josh by a lot. Then I got to this part and I got to this clip and I lost around 20 minutes and Josh beat me by like 30 seconds or 10 seconds even.
By 10 seconds, because you lost 20 minutes at this one part.
Yeah.
Alright, and how this works is, first of all, we do a normal box clip. But as said before, since this is a door, we can't go through, and the setup we used before in the Funicular doesn't work. However, there is a cool thing, we can use the Typhoon clip, and also, hey, I'm getting flashbacks from Omega's side. Omega's side, what? Nice English. Omega's time, where he failed the clip. Oh my god, what? So,
It's impossible, dude.
It's impossible. Okay, let's have 9 minutes of conversation. So, then as said before, the typhoon pushes us back and up, and we do that and combine it. Because the trigger for the next area is up above the door, which we hit thankfully with that, and then we can just continue. Thanks to this, we skip 9 minutes of dialogue and just can continue with the next area. So this is nice. Oh, thank you, thank you. Not as bad as Omega. I didn't need to take 20 minutes.
Feels bad, man.
Shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. Oh wait, wrong game. So this is the area which most fans found very disappointing, where you can decide which kind of ending you want by pressing a button. So the background story for that was the developers had not enough time to implement the ways they wanted to have the endings, and due to that, you literally had those button choices. But in our case, we don't care about that. We're not going to do any of the extra missions, and also all the augmented people go crazy, but we don't really care. And now we're getting to the area called the Star Wars Bridge. So for some reason, the developers of the game called this thing Star Wars Bridge in their code, and we're passing by here. So once again, we turn invisible. Oh no! And we try to avoid the crazy people, because for some reason they can't slow us down. I don't understand until today why they can't slow us down, but no! Leave me alone. But thankfully, jumping like a moron helps us to avoid getting hit. Alright, give me that box. So here we're going to do a combination of clips or tricks. Also, crazies, please. Calm down. So, bam. Go here. And now we throw an EMP grenade. The reason we use now an EMP grenade is we want to drop down here. But because we have the Icarus landing system, it would immediately trigger so we don't dive due to fall damage. We can play around that by using a timed EMP grenade, dropping down to the bottom of the level, and skip 2 minutes of using the elevator and going to the final boss. So here I need to focus a bit. I need to aim, press this button, and okay, she's dead. That's it. So yeah, this is the final boss. Very hard level. And now we're getting to our button choice, where we can choose one of the endings. Also, just a quick explanation, the laser gun can go through walls and through glass, and it's overpowered, so we don't need to do anything, just aim at the boss and kill her immediately. So, yeah. And since this is the ending, thanks for having me. This was Deus Ex Human Revolution. Hope you enjoyed the run, hope you liked the event so far, and time. Also, yeah, this was Human Revolution.
Almost sub 40.
Almost sub 40.
We'll get it next time.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, normally we time by
RTA without loads.
Yeah, RTA without loads, thank you. And the RTA time is not very accurate, but doesn't matter. But yeah, thanks for having me, and this was Deus Ex Human Revolution. Until next time, enjoy the next run, which is going to be...
Great.
There you go, nice. Nice transition.